Yep, we don't have a hype guy for this fight. It's just two chill dudes
Hey,
talking about
I'll
what
do
we're
my
seeing.
best. You know, hey, it kind of depends on how exciting maybe something crazy will happen, right?
Yeah, so if we're boring, then it's the player's fault for also being boring. That's what we're getting at here. Oh, respect. Get all the respect out the way. Get all the respect out of your system, boys.
Cult and Stagger. Beep is
I've never seen Beep play Stagger or even heard of him playing Stagger in my life.
yeah, he was Phajin last time.
Hmm.
For the
That's what
as
he's
far
known
as I
for.
know, for the entire bracket up till this point.
Yes, that's what he's known for. This is what he's played forever. This is
I
like a
wonder
secret
what
pocket
he
Stagger.
thinks. He's got some secret that he's got in mind. Some matchup knowledge that he thinks Phajin is not going to work out for. I suppose.
Yeah. I said earlier in the tournament, I don't remember where, that I think Stagger is better against Cult than Phajin is because of front Stagger.
Yeah, front
So,
stagger is going to take you a long distance in terms of knocking their ghost health off. It makes their post absorb game much more terrifying for
so I
them,
wonder.
not for
Oh,
you, not for the
yes,
stagger.
I wonder if that's his plan. Menelcar is equipped with the grab punch, though, so he is equipped to deal with these situations.
Yeah, yeah, he can win that trade with front stagger unless he's just absorbed like spinning high or something, and even then,
Hmm. Not only can he win that trade, but more importantly, he can still apply the same, like, I'm going to mix you on your turn type mind game that
right.
Stagger gets to do. So it's like adding
It
the
makes it
number
much
of
more
mind games.
scary to try and keep your pressure going.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Beep takes the first game pretty convincingly. He's got half HP. Could easily run away with this lead if he, gets a few key plays.
Yeah, especially if Menelcar keeps trying to leverage these grab punches and gets knocked out of them. That's tough.
Yeah.
Tough news. He's gonna try to pull the sword.
Yeah,
The
he just
sword
did it.
really messes with. Yeah.
Menelcar absorbed the spinning high. Beep just front staggered into him and took all that ghost health away.
Hmm. I think Menelcar's trying to like use this sword to abuse the dodge class, but it's just not abusable in the same way Windfall is. So he's gonna have a tough time. Because as the stagger with a health lead, you can just front stagger through any sword mix you want.
Yeah, you don't have to really worry about it nearly as much.
Yeah. No back stagger, gold link. Boom, face back fist. No, again, but this time he's able to
Ooh.
block.
Yeah, worked out for him. The body blow reached.
His on grab punch mind games are going to need to get a little more crisp, I think, if he wants to handily take this. For what Menelcar can do, on the other hand, well, that's tough to say.
Not mashing push back kick into flute swing would be a good place to start.
Yes, every time you
I
absorb.
love that heal because it's like if the other guy's gonna walk away to get their stamina back, then yeah, take your HP.
Yeah,
He didn't get as much mileage out of it as I'm sure he was hoping for, but
but it was
once they
still
know
a
you're
good.
gonna do it, it lets you keep the pressure up a little more.
It was a good play though, for sure. Like when you have a good exhaust but can't quite land the punish. It was a good.
Right.
It was the idea was there. Hmm. Beep is sort of a very patient, neutral player. He very much gives you some rope and lets you hang yourself with it
Yeah,
instead of
he
trying
does a
to
great job of
actually.
that for sure.
He doesn't try to actually do anything to hit you. He just wants to backwalk until you make a mistake in neutral.
Yeah, I mean he's up a life. That kind of play style is working out for him.
It's very strong. It's
And
like
I think it can be really good against Cult in particular too, because Cult a lot of
Mhm.
the time wants to get, real aggressive because they can be a lot twitchier than the other classes with the absorb.
Yeah. It's sort of the sneak play style, right? Just the hit into backwalk.
He is just not flinching. He is avoiding everything he has. Ooh, he couldn't keep it up forever though. It's pretty close to tied. Ooh, that sword
Mhm.
is gonna. Is it gonna?
Yeah.
I
Beep
was gonna say
has.
that sword's gonna, add some spice to the mix, but then he put it
I
back
think
away.
he was testing to see if Menelcar had shards.
That could be.
I keep trying to go for the mash. You can't mash, man. You have front stagger and a health lead. Just mash front stagger. Every
Yeah, he has
time
a
he absorbs,
significant
he's
lead
going
right
against
now,
PBK.
and still has enough meter that he could get another EQ before that round was done, even had
Mhm.
he started to lose there.
Yeah. Menelcar often going for these PBKs off of absorb, and
It's
he's
not
just
working out for
dodging.
him. He needs to
It's
start. He
not.
needs to teach him that he's going to do lights first.
Fainted or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, the front stagger out of neutral, followed by the grab punch return reversal. Whiffing a grab punch in neutral now as Beep takes his turn back after some backwalk, as he does. That's
Yeah,
what's
just kind
been
of
working
slugging
out.
it out.
Yeah, this backwalk has been working out really well for Beep in this tourney. It's still strong. This is why people take moves with range now, right?
Yeah. So I leg breaker has a new lease on life in Absolver Plus. Why
Hmm.
switch kick is just as good as it's always been.
But everything else around it is worse, which makes switch kick stronger by
Yeah.
comparison. Oh my gosh, Snatcher is just so strong. I even think it's like overpowered on Plus right now.
Yeah, there's been some discussions about if Snatcher needs adjusted, and I'm sure it will get moved one way or the other.
Oh, he didn't have time to hit into to back stagger or front stagger there. So he ate that grab punch trade.
Man, I feel like Menelcar, he wants to get in. He wants to start swinging, but like it's just so hard to do when Beep is his defense is this strong. You
Yeah.
can't get in on him. And every
Stagger is
time you think you're
also
going to get in on him, then he pushes through with front stagger, and now it's not your turn anymore.
hmm Stagger is so like inherently strong on defense as well. That like Beep's patience, his willingness to wait is really like helping him here in this tournament.
Yeah, it was definitely a good call compared to his Phajin that he was playing earlier. Not that I don't think his
Yeah.
Phajin would have performed well. Clearly it's performed well enough to get him to this point, but in this particular matchup,
Yeah, he's playing the matchup so well.
yeah, like that.
Hmm.
You're going to absorb flute swing, I'll press up on the stick and all your health's gone.
Then he just lands one mash to take the health away, the healing, and then goes back to blocking. He didn't even try to take his turn. Oh, a little bit of like startup issues there.
Ooh, I think he thought he was going to keep swinging at him, and he EQ'd him on the way out instead of the way in.
You also see him like eat a bunch of these hits either from activating stagger too early or too late. And this is something you see a lot with people who don't play stagger very often but try to flex onto it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's definitely an adjustment to switch. Stagger's defensives have a lot slower startup than the other classes, especially the parries.
Mm-hmm.
Parries are quick, staggers are slow. Man, I feel like this match hasn't been like, it's not been like a particular blowout in terms of gameplay in either way, but like the Beep is just kind of choking him to death.
Yeah.
He's dying so slowly, but he's still
Mm-hmm.
dying.
Yeah. Like Menelcar is managing to keep his head above water the whole time and not much else. What? That's my sword deck. No, it's not.
What, the Gatatsu?
No, it's not. It's not. But it's
Surprise Gatatsu, the hallmark of Absolver neutral game. Screw
body
spacing, I have a big
slicing?
poke.
Why is he using body slicing? Omni said this feint was unusable.
Maybe he knows something we don't. Ooh, that flute almost killed him. He was so close to his death right there.
Oh
These
my
absorbs are
gosh, these
godlike. Are you
hits into
seeing this?
absorb. Yes, dude. Holy
I can't
shit.
believe he pulled that back.
Yeah, dude, the recovery on whatever move he was using, I think it was Duster Blow. That's Duster Blow absorb, Duster stance switch, Duster Blow absorb. Wowee. Well, that was some great, that's
That was
like some
excellent, yeah.
classic immortal cult type stuff that you used to see a lot.
Any one of those moves at the end would have finished the job, but he absorbed all of them.
Yeah, Beep
He just
was,
he was just wading through hitboxes with no fear.
well, he was getting too hasty. If he had feinted any one of those front staggers, that would have been a free win.
Yeah.
But he just, I don't know, just mashing up brainlessly 3 times in a row.
Hey, surely no one will expect me to do the same thing for the third time.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he had that in the bag. He kind of choked there. I think he had a good plan as well.
Both just kind of playing neutral. You love to see Jackhammer in the neutral.
Yeah,
That's a gas
fainting.
close.
I hate it when people feint or gold link it from full screen at each other. Oh boy.
They're
Huge
both
pet
just
peeve of
waiting for
mine.
the other one to commit a mistake so they can whiff punish their incredibly telegraphed move.
But they're too far away to do that.
Yep.
I don't know.
It
It's
only
not.
works if the other guy is like doing the same thing as you.
Yeah.
Ooh, he gets the break and gets the full punish. Well done. Pulls the sword to
Yeah.
keep the
That
pressure
is
going.
one of 2 guard break combos we've seen in this whole tournament, I believe.
There've been a couple of them, but generally not extremely optimal ones. I really like that he pulled the sword right after the combo too. You know, just to keep the pressure up on him.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because a lot of the time after you spend your stamina with the guard break combo, you might want to get out of there. And if the other guy's
Yeah.
expecting that, they'll swing.
Exactly, because you're at such like a stam disadvantage after landing a guard break combo. So the only real way to effectively pressure somebody is with cut damage, because then they cannot continue to block, right? So it's a great point. Great point. Oh, see, now Beep is kind of overwhelming Menelcar just with like feints in defense.
Yeah, he's just swinging at him now.
Yeah, because he's just like, oh, this is way too slow. I want to use the faster startup, I guess.
Yeah,
Where's the other
I'm a
one on
little
that?
surprised, because Fajin is working out for him pretty much just as well as Stagger was. I'm curious what the exact reason for the switch would be.
Hmm. Wonder if it has to do with who's host.
Maybe. I'm not sure what interactions would really be affected by that as far as the two classes are concerned, but
Or maybe it was because he lost one of them, so he went, well, to hell with it. I'll just play what I know.
maybe. I mean, it's clearly working out for him. I feel like even though Menelcar's got him low stam, he's kind of got the pressure right now.
Uh,
It can turn around at any moment. You know what I mean?
yeah, Menelcar is kind of. I think he's got a better chance of beating Beep's Phajin than his Stagger. I think everything we've seen so far with Beep doing well is just Menelcar adjusting. I don't know. I think this is actually a huge turning point. Menelcar can pull ahead here.
Yeah.
And Beep has used his swap already. So
You
he
only
can't.
get one?
Yeah. So he cannot swap back if he loses again.
Interesting. So if he loses and decides this was the wrong play, he's committed.
Yeah.
Menelcar staring him down.
My controller unplugged to stop hitting me.
Hey, it's tournament. Maybe Beep should have gone over there and beat his ass.
You think so? I would have done that. That's 100% what I would have done.
I probably wouldn't have because I would have thought it was a trick.
By like the 3rd front kick feint, I would have just let one go, see what happens.
Yeah. This sword is making a big difference in this match.
Which is crazy, right? Because you wouldn't think that using a sword versus a cult would matter that much.
I mean, yeah, and it's making a difference for both of them. They're both getting a lot of mileage out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think this match is going to end up kind of hinging on who can leverage their sword better or who can steal the sword from the other guy more effectively.
Yeah. I'm seeing
Because
a lot
that's
of
where most of the action is happening, at least when they're playing these styles.
I've noticed a lot of outward kick in this tournament. Seeing it from Menelcar, saw it from Pleb earlier, and I had recently said, like a day or two ago, that outward kick was slept on.
Yeah,
And
it's there's not that many what would it be? Horizontals that hit from that side at that are
Mhm.
12 frames that cover that like stance transition. I mean, I think
Yeah.
back trip kick is in a similar place, but that move never reaches when you need it to.
Yeah, it also hits on the opposite side as well.
Yeah, outward kick kind of covers a unique spot right now.
It's also got a really, really good feint and gold link point.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, Menelcar
It's
takes it. Yeah, see, like I said, he got that sword out and just started slicing him up. It worked out really well.
yeah, so I mean Fei Jin is similar to Windfall in how bad they get punished by sword, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, whenever the sword comes out in your Phagin, you have a lot of tough decisions to make, and none of them are appealing.
Yeah, but it's even worse, right? Because you can't block at all.
Yeah,
Because not only are you eating chip damage, but also your stamina regain is not the same as a Windfall.
you're right.
And then when you land those defensives, it's not as productive. So it kind of counts on you landing your defensives more often and
Yeah,
having
you
safe
have to make that call faster, and it has to be the right call, and you have to make more right calls. And if like you screw up any step along the way, you might just die.
Yeah. Fighting
And,
sword
and
is
it's the
dangerous
opposite
stuff.
for Cult. Cult has a way easier time dealing with the sword.
Yeah, they do not care. They'll just absorb whatever. Trying to be cheeky with the grab punch. Trying to absorb into delay into hit. Very good stuff. Pulls the sword, tries to get some
Yeah, it
chip.
comes out, and it's
Yeah.
working. See, like I said, he keeps having to make these calls. He got a
Now
couple
we need
parry
to
guesses
see.
wrong. He mashed wrong once.
Now it worked out fine for Beep now, but if he had like landed a dodge hit once snatcher, he'd be fine, right? As it
Yeah,
is now,
that'd be a
he's
good
even
way to do
better
it.
off though, because he got the sword out of his hand either way and has shards now. So I guess that's the kind of the merit of not pressing it sometimes, is that you end up even better off.
I'm a big fan of that low parry into delayed swing,
Yeah. I
especially
wonder
because
if
he had the heal. So like he was probably really looking for a spot to mash or absorb.
yeah, I wonder if he like missed the buffer for the low parry and then said, "Well, now I'm going to delay press because now you're expecting me to like mash, right?"
Yeah, I choose to believe that he is simply a godlike player and did it on purpose.
Well, I think he's a godlike player that had a very clever recovery for an error.
Ooh, did you see that?
I did. Something happened there.
He grab punched and he had a 10 frame after.
Whoa.
He grab punched into direct punch. I think he equipped his school deck from vanilla.
Oh boy. Okay.
Is this the first 10 frame we've seen in this in the Jade Festival?
Well, we saw a 10 frame. That means that match is an auto loss, which means Beep is up 2-0. No, the Beep is up. No, Beep is down 1-2. What's the score? Score is 1-2. Menelcar is up. So Menelcar would then. Menelcar was the one with the jab?
No, Beep had the jab.
Beep had the jab. He goes in the loser's bracket then. That means Menelcar gets the point. It's 3-1 Menelcar then.
Jesus, that is that is not the way you want to see that set end.
Pay attention to your fucking decks, people. What are you, apes? What is wrong? This happened once in both tourneys. You'd think people would, like, look.
Man. Well, I guess we throw to the analysts, do we? What is there to analyze at this point?
Yep.